captain by a hook with a red beard. Capped by a hook with a red beard.
That shit already moved to 6-9. Texas.
Man, that game was disgusting yesterday.
Yes, sir. Biggity back like I never left. Man, this is the ugliest day I've woken up to in a while. I don't even think the sun's tried to come up yet. Pouring down rain. But hey, it's day 2 of March Madness. I can't complain. And a matter of fact, I couldn't be happier. Beautiful, beautiful, fantastic day 1 of March Madness kicked off by my Michigan State Spartans, followed by a flurry of wins. Shout out to everybody who watched the show yesterday. You probably were a winner, winner, winner. Crazy day 1 of Madness. Upsets left, upsets right. And to cap everything off, a bad call by a referee to end the night. That is what you call day 1 of Madness. I had Kansas live -3.5. So I'm going to say one thing, and I'm going to say it clear. Great call, ref. Great call, ref. Give me the free throws I needed to cover. However, forgot what I was about to say next. It was something about the madness. Oh, yeah. I was just talking about this before the show. Man, am I the only one who feels like all they did was watch commercials? Charles Barkley and Kenny the Jet yesterday? Even with the 4-screen multi-view that's gotten so popular. I miss just having the 3 or 4 TVs and just having each game on different channels, because all on one screen, it just felt like no matter what, I was watching a commercial or I was watching a halftime show. It'd be one game on the bottom right corner and it's in a review for the 58th time. But all in all, beautiful first day of college hoops. Off the top of my head, I can't even think of anything that stood out. Still a little, I'm either drunk or hungover. When you get to this age, you don't know which is which. But have a beautiful show for you today. 16 games on the slate. I have 11 bets already placed. My man JCP is here with me from the JC Pile. Me and him have had a wonderful week. We'll be here breaking down all of these 16 games, giving both of our opinions, breakdowns, and sides to each game. I can't decide if I want to do a few parlays for fun or just take a few big dogs. Yesterday, the big dogs was barking. However, let's get right into it. This is Captain by a Hook with the red beard, presented by Stare Down Sports. I am Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dobbs, and as always, every Friday, going live with me is my man Jaden Chandler Parnell from the JC Pod. Man, what was your favorite? What was your favorite win yesterday?
The referees and the finger. My favorite win was the review system and all the money the NCAA made off those ads. Shout out. No, honestly, man, I'm trying to think. Probably the NC State game, man. I fanboyed really
That felt
hard in that
good.
game. DJ
That
Burns, and
felt
all that.
good.
Dude, that felt nice. And I want to give a credit to the crowd because it's almost midnight about where I'm at. I forget where that region's at. Every
It was
time
where
that
you
big
was
fella
at.
touches the
That game
ball,
started at 10:15.
that is. Oh, okay, that's
It
what I
wasn't
thought.
like
Yeah,
where you
every
at,
time.
but I don't know if it was Indiana, but it was like your time zone.
Okay, so it was Eastern at least. All right, sweet. Yeah, because I was about to say it was awesome to watch. Like anytime DJ Burns touched the ball at the end of the game, the whole crowd just losing their mind.
Nah,
50
it
plus
was.
combined points from the paint. Now that's basketball. Like I tweeted that last night. Now that's basketball. That's my basketball. I love big man basketball. The big men from NC State just absolutely dominated Texas Tech all throughout the game, and it's fun when you watch a team literally go from driving into the paint to just saying F it and shooting jump shots because they just give up pretty much. That was really fun.
Yeah.
Really fun thing to watch. Shout out NC State, man. From 5 days to champions. Now the second round. Okay.
Hey, why not us, baby? NC State, of course, they get a little bit of help. I don't know if it's a lot of bit of help, but instead of having to face the mighty Blue Bloods of Kentucky, You get a geeked up Oakland team who's just happy to be here. NC State
Oh man,
opening as 5.5 point favorites. Crazy because they didn't have the line up when I went to sleep, and I was walking to bed, and I said it's probably gonna be 5.5 NC State.
5.5 is insane.
Yeah, I mean, do you think that kid's from Oakland's gonna hit 10 threes again?
All I know is he's going to be the next Miami Heat, so he might as well hit 10 more. Him on one wing, Duncan Robinson on another. That's all my Twitter was about last night, or my ex, as I should say.
That boy was lighting them up.
Yeah, no,
like a damn candle.
You've seen his stats, right? I'm assuming for like his, I think it's this year's shots. I'm assuming. He's only shot like 82
Yeah,
bro. Hey, that's basketball.
Steph Curry effect, baby.
Oh yeah, that's new generation. You have special shooters.
If you can shoot 50% from three, why even try it to?
Yeah, hey, if you can drop 30 and knock Kentucky out of the tournament, hey, keep shooting, boy. Keep that thing going.
Fabuloso for show. Man, I'm trying to think. Oregon, they kind of turkey dog with my South Carolina boys. I ain't gonna lie, I had BYU in one of my Final Fours. I did 5 brackets. One of them had BYU and Kentucky in the Final Four. That's how throwed off I am there.
I was tough.
Michigan
I'm not gonna lie.
North Carolina. That's gonna be a damn good one.
3 point. I think that game already opened at 3 or 5, I believe.
Yeah, 3.5 for some reason.
That's gonna be a good one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a lean on that one right away, but I'm excited, man. The Madness has been good and blessing us so far. I think every 11 seeds won except for maybe one. Actually, I think both won yesterday.
Yeah, Oregon and I don't know the other one off the top of my head. Oh, Oregon.
NC State.
Yeah.
And funny enough, guess what? Sorry to interrupt you real quick. New Mexico, another 11 seed, favored by 2.5. I can't find this last one. Are we really gonna have all the 11 seeds moving on today?
I doubt it. I'm trying.
I forget what the other one is.
I can't cover another one region of the bracket. We got New Mexico and.
I'm acting like I didn't stare at this for 30 minutes yesterday, and now I can't figure out where this 11.
I don't see another 11 seed playing today. So.
Oh, it's Duquesne or DeQuincy.
Yeah. So yeah, they did all win yesterday. Ain't that some stuff? Well, 3
of them won
yesterday, and you got New Mexico today.
Realistically, there's a chance. This is the first time ever all 11 seeds move on. Did the committee mess it up?
That's a stat for the nerds. I have no idea. I don't know my history that well.
That's fascinating, though. Craziness.
Yeah. I don't know how people store that kind of information.
This is the first time ever that, right? Just those weird stats. Like, how the hell do you even find that?
Yeah. Wait, what?
You got to search up something so specific and hope you find the exact answer you're looking for. Like, how many times has all 11 seeds won in the same March Madness tournament? Like, holy shit.
Yeah. Even Google's like 1948 March Madness Sweet 16 results. Like, they have no idea what you're even talking about.
1948, the NCAA tournament expanded to add 11 seeds. And they're like, all right, I'm done looking this up.
Hell yeah. But, man, let's go ahead and get looking at this Friday. Thursday was a great day for both of us, I believe. I don't want to assume.
Sure. It could have been better for me, I won't lie, but still was really good. Still had a really good day. There were just a few Kentucky, a few games where I was Colorado State, where I just kind of got screwed up on and took South Carolina, McNeese State, where I took some wrong things. But other than that, we're good. Mainly McNeese State, I won't lie. That's the one where it's like, damn, bro. Damn.
You know the story about that one. But all week on this show, I've been screaming Gonzaga. Yesterday, I said Gonzaga gonna beat these kids 86-60. I'm scared to even take the over because I don't even think McNeese State can compete. Gonzaga's about to turkey dog whoop them. And then I look at the clock. It's about 5:50. I said, I'm about to ride McNeese money line. I'm having a good day. And I bet McNeese money line last minute.
Man.
Same time I did that, I bet Kentucky, which I told myself all week Kentucky ain't covering. Thought they would win still. But yeah, both of those games did kind of blow me up. So on the show, I went like 11-1, but in real life, it was like 9-4.
And we ain't talking about that, though. We got 2 records to talk about. We talk about the better one. That's always how it goes, right?
Oh, always, baby. Hey, the show's all that matters to me. As long as y'all got winners from the show, I can lose my damn self.
I can be a loser in my spare time.
Yeah.
All winners.
The Washington State Drake Aspire, I just thought about it. That over broke my heart last night. That was
I actually did not see that game. I only saw the ending.
they was I stood up for an hour screaming, "Get a bucket. Just get a damn bucket." Rooting for that over. I don't even think it got out of the 120s, but anyway, like you
Yeah, that
said,
was
like
me.
I said, yesterday's in the
Yep.
past. Go ahead though.
I was gonna just say that was me with Dayton yesterday. Just like, God damn, could somebody score? And then Nevada decided not to score. I'm like, Jesus. And then it finishes like 120. Like, man, I need like 10 or like 123. I need 10 points, boys. What the hell are we doing?
That's a
That
comeback
game
right
was
there,
wild
baby.
too. 20-4 run. I shout out Dayton, man. Shout out to our Dayton -1.5 betters that were texting our friends sorry for wasting their time and telling them to bet Dayton -1.5. Woo! Making you look like a genius right there, boy.
Man, please. I thought that game can go either way, man. I have 5 brackets. I think 3 of them had Nevada, 2 of them had Dayton.
Hey,
Uh, Definitely didn't even put $1 on that. The coin
out the
flipper.
coin, baby. The coin flip decided that bet for me and decided that game for me. Ended up flipping from Nevada to Dayton like hours before it happened. So shout out.
Hey,
The coin spoke. No, I had no clue either. I thought that game was about as toss up as it gets. Mountain West.
that's
Still
how
the
you do
Mountain
it.
West.
Now, Mount
Do
West
they even
kind of
have a team
waking
move
up,
on
man.
yet?
Huh?
They have a team move on yet?
The Mount West?
Yeah, I'm being stupid. I can't think of anybody. So I know Boise
Uh,
lost, Nevada lost. So then past
maybe.
that, I can't think of anybody.
No, I don't think
But,
anybody's played. I think that's the only 2 that played and they lost.
okay. Yeah, I know we got San Diego State.
San Diego State, New Mexico.
Yep. So they hopefully should get 2 wins there. Because yeah, I was just all I thought about last night going to bed was people talking about the Mountain West in a negative fashion.
Oh yeah, they love to blow the tournament. But anyway, let's jump into these games today. The first game up on the slate, Northwestern, number 9 seed, taking on an 8 seed, Florida Atlantic. Florida Atlantic, the comeback kids, the heart attack kids from last season, the Cinderella story, taking on Boo Booey in his senior year at Northwestern. Florida Atlantic favored by 3.5, and I like it a lot. And I don't mean I like it a lot in the sense that I'm taking it. I do think Florida Atlantic should be favored by 3.5. The over here is set at 142.5. Man, please. This is the one number I missed. Stared at it at 141 all week. Ended up taking the 142 last night just because I've been talking about the over all week. I'm riding the over on this game, Northwestern and Florida Atlantic. That's my only bet on it. Over 142 and a hook, baby. How you feeling on this, man? I know you love your boy Boo Booey. I know you hate your boy Boo Booey. I know it's a love-hate relationship. Tell me where you at on this Northwestern Florida Atlantic game.
Well, the coin decided that was a Northwestern fan, but my bracket I actually left FAU. So I'm about as heartbroken and torn as it gets. So I decided to bet. I can't remember if I took the 3.5 at this point, if I took the money line, but I just threw a little bit on Northwestern. I'm like, all right, we're either gonna be happy about the bracket or we're gonna be happy about Boo Booey. This game has to be close. If this game's not close, Northwestern's gonna have an issue scoring. Losing Ty Berry when they did earlier, like by earlier I mean like a month and a half ago or whatever. That I think that was pretty much I don't want to say the killer of their season, but when you're Northwestern and you only got a few scores and you lose one of your scores, that's gonna really, really, really hurt you. And you could tell in the tournament. I mean, in the tournament, they just would have stretches where they just couldn't score. So against FAU, which a lot of people said shouldn't be an 8 seed, this is gonna be a tough matchup, I think, for them. But I think they can keep it close. But if they don't keep it close, then obviously that might be the squarest thing I've ever said. If they don't keep it close, they aren't gonna win. I mean, they have to keep it close to have a chance in this game, pretty much, because if they
Yeah.
go down anywhere, if they go down like 15, minute 15, it's over. 12, it's starting to be like, oh shit, this is getting a little bit scary because they like to go in cold stretches at Northwestern for whatever reason this season.
No, I will say this. There's 3 things about this game that stand out to me. I think Northwestern, to your point, has to start off hot. Florida Atlantic's a second half team, so Northwestern, you want to go in at the half up 5-7 because for some reason Florida Atlantic plays the second half like their life's on the damn line, and they're probably going to put up
I
a 10 to 12 point difference on you in the second half. Also, to your point, Northwestern has struggled scoring. I don't know if they get over 66 to 70 points, and I think Florida Atlantic can get to 85 or 90. It's all going to be about defense. Northwestern needs to stay out of foul trouble. They need to keep Florida Atlantic in the half court. If Florida Atlantic gets out and runs, man, this game's gonna get ugly quick. We've seen Florida Atlantic put up 100 points in a snap. I think Florida Atlantic actually gets out and runs away with this game. I just like the over, not as a safer bet. There's no such thing as a safe bet, but it could be close, and I would love to see a close game. If it's close, the over hits because Northwestern stayed with them and scored 75-80. Uh, and if not, Florida Atlantic, I think at least gets to 85-90. And just takes this thing over.
Yeah, I probably agree with you pretty well there because I mean, as much as like Northwestern does have like decent defense and they can keep up defensively, it's going to be all down offensively. Like they're going to need a lot. They're going to need at least like probably a 15-point score from somebody who doesn't like score all the time or averages about
Yeah.
like 8. You're going to need probably double from him. Boo Booey's going to have at least 20, I think, and be a big part of the game. It's going to be
30,
interesting, man.
40.
I mean, we see it when your team only has one player. Like I know Northwestern doesn't have only one player, but when it gets to that, I mean, it can be really troublesome. We saw it yesterday with I can't think of what team it was, but there was a team. They played early on in the day. I remember you talking about them on your show yesterday, where their star player stunk up the joint, and it was Dayton. Dayton almost lost because their star player stunk up the joint, and then all of a sudden they had guys pick them up at the end, and they end up steal a game pretty much 20-4. That's stealing a game. Like that's this same thing could happen here, where if their star players aren't going, all of a sudden you look up and it's like, oh my god, they're down 20.
Yeah, Boo Boo needs 30 or 40. I know you said 20 to be nice. He needs 30 or 40 because I can see him dropping 40 and this team still only scoring 65. So he needs at least 40, 30 to
That's
40.
crazy. Yeah, it's North Big Ten basketball, baby. They like them 60 numbers. I tell you what.
Yes, sir. Big 10, baby. Let's jump over to a Big 12 team that everybody has some high hopes for. Number 3 seed Baylor. They're a
Ooh,
13.5-point favorite over
ooh.
14 seed Colgate. For those of you who are interested in underdog money lines, plus 810 for your boy JCP. Total here set at 138.5. Man, I love Baylor in this tournament going at least to the next round. I think the next round is gonna anticipate a lot in that region. Um, but Baylor over Colgate 13.5. I'm gonna stay away from this game completely. You have any thoughts, sides, leans on this thing? I know you was talking yesterday about just betting every money line underdog because it hit 3 times yesterday or something like that.
It was I will say, hey, shout out my boy Boston Conman of the Pat McAfee show. He hit it a lot. But I'm gonna say, when Baylor's in your Final Four, you don't want to bet against Colgate right there. I'll admit. So I'm a little bit torn on that. No, I'm not gonna be. I'll admit, I don't know if I could ever. We talked about it yesterday. I don't know if I could ever do all the underdog betting because there's always gonna be one game where I'm like, there's no way, and I want to take the other side, and then that game is gonna be the one that wins. It's like, see, that's why you got to just ride them all. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not taking Colgate plus 13.5. I love Baylor. You saying that you're staying away from 13.5 has me a little nervous because I want to take the 13.5. It's just like, why not lay
I,
it?
I was
The good
wrong
teams
about
covered
Creighton.
yesterday. I say the good team, a lot of the good teams did cover yesterday. Like Iowa State, you expect them to cover. Wagner, expect them to cover. Arizona, I think we can all agree we didn't.
Wagner.
I meant UNC against Wagner. Wagner covered.
Hell no.
Got that ass covered. No, I did mess it up. I meant UNC. But yeah, like Arizona yesterday, I think a lot of people, if they said, oh, if it's 20.5, they're going to win by 20, a lot of people would not be shocked. But Iowa State, expect them to win big, they won big. So this is one of those spots where it's just like, man, I just expect Baylor to win. I don't think they'll get upset, or they shouldn't at least. So I want to take it. But then I think about the Kentucky game yesterday. It was at the 13.5, 12.5 line. I just get a little bit scared. So it makes me a little bit nervous. I'll probably take it when I'm not on the show and be a man and take it when no one's looking.
No, I'll say 2 things to that number. I stayed away from Creighton yesterday because I was scared of it. They win by 30, 20. I don't know the exact number, but they covered easily. Long story short, they covered easily, and I said, my dumb ass. And then I looked at Kentucky. That's the only reason I took Kentucky live is because I missed out
Man,
on Creighton, and I was like 13, man. Good teams are covering today, man. I covered like I was like 5-1 at the time. And now I'm definitely looking at this Baylor game a little skeptical. But I will say this: I love Baylor. I just don't know if they have the firepower to really win a game by 15 to 20.
yeah.
But I said the same thing about Creighton, and I was wrong. But I got 11 bets. No need to force a bet on Baylor when I've already got 2 bets in that time slot. Also, I
I
can't
don't blame you.
decide if I want to do like a 3 or 4 leg parlay, play with a little money, or if I want to just put a little money on some dogs. The 3 dogs I was thinking about though before we move on to the other game, well, Colgate was not one of them. It was
Yep.
Charleston uh,
Ooh.
at plus 365. I love Alabama. I love the point guard Sears. I love their I love Alabama, but I just think Charleston can get them. I'm not saying it will
Yes.
happen. I like another 13 seed Vermont at plus 570 over Duke. Just as a fade of Duke,
Yes,
personally.
sir.
And then
Yes, sir.
hey, F it, man. I go to Grand Canyon plus 170 ain't really a lot, but why not take that money line? That's the
Oh,
three I was thinking of. I mean, I already got a few. I got Utah State.
a little plus 8.
No,
I was talking
equal one.
about the Parlay Kings. I can't resist. I can't resist.
All right. The UAB, baby, taking on San Diego State. Man, I will say this. I did make 2 parlays last night like a fool. And, well, I hit one of them and lost one of them. So I guess it wasn't too foolish. But, man,
Hey, get your one parlay for the tourney, right? That's how it goes.
yeah, that's why
Or is
I'm
it for the
probably,
weekend?
yeah. Now, I don't know. Honestly, today I can't figure out which combination I like. Yesterday was pretty easy. I mean, it only hit by a hook, but I don't know. I just loved Arizona minus 19.5. Love UNC minus 24.5. And I mean, absolutely almost married the over. I loved it so much on North Carolina. It was 2 games yesterday that was like the easiest thing I ever called. And that was
Yeah.
the Texas Colorado State under and the North Carolina over.
Yeah, you said those. I couldn't wait to add those to my shit. I'll admit though, I am glad that you didn't give me that parlay out because I would have been really pissed if I lost it by hook earlier and then the hook would have came in at the end. It's like motherfucker.
Yeah, my boy
Throwing
had
fits.
20 back in Phoenix. Shout out Jubo. He had minus
Hey,
20 on Arizona
got
and
your
pushed.
money back.
Yeah, that's what he said. I ain't
A lot better
lose.
than what I did. Yeah, I got my face spit. I lost. So I wish I got my money back. God damn it. Oh, dude, I literally saw that like be up like 28 and they got to 27, got to 24. I'm like, I already knew it was gonna happen. So that's why I wasn't
Yeah.
even mad. You already knew it was coming. Then I get a text by the hook. I'm like, motherfucker. I knew I didn't cover.
I was
Didn't
whooping
even
it
see
up,
the
baby.
score. You sent me that. I'm like, I know my boy's lit. That means I didn't cover. God damn it.
Oh man.
I
No, for
swear, I could go so many days without doing that. Where you give me a number, the number goes up 1.5. I'm like, I'm not gonna take it, or one, literally one. I'm not gonna take it. And then it hits all the time. And the one time you do it, man, that shit bites you.
yeah.
Betting's a funny thing, man. Betting's
No, that
great.
line, I was watching that line all week and I tell myself, and I don't even know why, I guess my gut was right. Sometimes like 1 out of 100 times my gut was right, but I was like, bro, do not take this shit at 20 in the hook. If it don't go back to 19.5, because I already saw 19.5, didn't take it, now it's at 20.
Yeah.
And I saw it again when I saw it the second time. I was like, bro, I gotta take this 19.5. But UAB,
Yeah.
they're a 12 seed. Everybody loves the 12 seed upset. They're taking on San Diego State, team that made a run to the championship, as we all know last season. They're 7.5 point favorites. San Diego State is the Aztecs, baby, getting some love. Total set at 139 and a hook. I think this is going to be a good damn game. I will tell you that. I also think San Diego State, at about 8 minutes left in the game, is going to turn on this thing they got called defense. Defense. I think we see a big game from your boy Lee. And I think San Diego State wins this game comfortably. Comfortably, 12, 15, 16 points. But I think it will be a time in this game where it's a 1 point game for about 10 minutes and everybody's sweating their knuckles off. Oh,
Yep.
sorry, real quick. I'm on San Diego State minus 7.5.
I was just about to ask, how would you feel if you saw it at 5.5 last night? It's already at 7.5.
San Diego State?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure San Diego State was 5 or 6.5 last night when I looked.
It could have been 6.5. I watched this line move
It
back and forth from
might have
six
been
and a half
six and
to
a half
seven and a
then.
half. I bet seven
It
and a
could.
half Sunday night. It was one of the first bets I made, so I'm happy it's at 7.5, and I don't have to look at a 6.5 on the board. But I have seen it twice this week, 6.5.
I was say shout out BetMGM. That's the only reason I say that is because I'm assuming we're looking at the same one right here while we're talking about games. So when it comes to like MGM, their numbers have always been about 1 or 2 off of what this one that we're looking at is. That's why I was curious because yeah, I've seen it move a little bit too, and that's what I was going to ask you. Is like, how do you feel it's moved one? I'm probably going to be in the same boat. I've been debating taking San Diego State. This is another situation. They're a great team. Just lay the points and not even worry about it. There's a lot of situations yesterday. I tried to get cute, be like, oh, let me just parlay these 3 money lines together, and then BYU loses, and you're like, what the hell am I doing, dude? Minus 500. I'm just probably gonna take the points and take the 7.5 of San Diego State. I totally agree with you. It's gonna get to a point where it's really close this game. Your boy's gonna end up probably doubling down. It's either gonna be the make or break, and then hopefully San Diego State does what they do, lock up, pull away, slow down the pace, and then UAB is just not able to keep it close towards the end.
Yeah, number I have in this game is benign, so I like the 7.5 a lot. It was literally I took 8 bets on Sunday night, thinking that the number would run. 3 of those games did move 3 points away from me. Didn't matter though.
Oh,
I had
shit.
Tennessee 18.5. It closed 21.5. They won by 40. But long story short, San Diego State's one of those games I bet on Sunday night, thinking that line might move. But it hasn't. It stayed steady at 7.5. But I still like it. I like it a
Yeah,
lot.
I think I'm in agreement with you there. I like the San Diego State team, so I might as well just lay the 7, especially if it's under 10. Especially when it gets, especially if it's 7.5, 8, 8.5. You can get that under. At that point, you just hope the team wins by 10. And I can see them winning by 10. So might as well lay it.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna be looking for live numbers today though, man. Yesterday I
Oh,
had
yeah.
all yesterday I went to the day $0. Like literally every game I could get money on, I got money on as much money as I can get on it. And
Oh, yeah.
and so I was looking at some live opportunities like dang. But then yeah. Then I took some live like Kentucky right before the anyway. Uh
Dangerous game live betting, I tell you what. You get
man,
Illinois minus 4.5 earlier in the day, and then you get Kentucky minus 2.5, and you're like, damn, there goes my Illinois money.
yeah. Luckily I ended on a good note. Kansas
Yep.
3.5. It's a good call,
Right.
ref.
Great call, ref. Great call. You got all alarm.
But
You can hear it from here.
Marquette, I think is the next game. Yeah,
Yeah.
Marquette taking on Western Kentucky. Uh, man, sorry, I just
No, you're all good.
gotta get through
I'm
12
standing in the
games in
way.
30 minutes now. No,
We'll be good. We can definitely like UConn Stetson. I'm sure we'll be able to get that game done in a minute.
yeah, Marquette taking on Western Kentucky. Marquette minus 14.5, total 157.5. Honestly, I think Marquette wins by a lot, but I'm not even gonna touch this game. It'll be on the TV, but I probably won't even pay attention to this game.
That's probably how I'm going to feel about the next 2 games, honestly. I'm going to look for Marquette as a better number. Like, if I can get them live at like a 9.5, 8.5, because they keep it close for a little bit, I'll probably do that. But this is one of those situations, again, where it's like, just ride the number. They're a big favorite. It's like, I think they win. I don't want to play with them covering or not because it's Marquette. I'm just going to let them enjoy the first round win and probably just enjoy watching the game. Same with this next game we're probably about to talk about, too. Just enjoy these 2 greatness of the Big East and then move on to the second round and start maybe looking at numbers then for them.
Yeah, I do have a bet on this next one. UConn, number 1
Oh,
seed
you are laying it?
overall. No, taking on Stetson, baby. Over set at 145 in the hook. Totals minus 26.5 juice to UConn. I do like the minus 26.5. I mean, I've seen UConn beat good teams by 40, and this is a team called
That is true.
Stetson. Who the hell is Stetson? So I do like laying it. I'm not laying it personally. I love the over here. This is a game I think gets out of hand. It gets out of hand early. And I think UConn cruises to like a 95 to 65 victory. This game gets into the 150s just because defense checked out at the half. Teams just running the clock out, basically shooting, getting some points up. So I love the over here. That's the play I'm on with UConn over 145 in the hook.
That's screwed. I might as well. I might just wrap my arms around your back, go across your waist, and ride on the motorcycle with you. Might as well make that motorcycle a 2-rider. I might go on that over with you because, yeah, I really got nothing in this game. Just going to enjoy watching UConn win, hopefully, by a lot for my
Yeah.
future ticket. Plus 12. Still, by the way, shout out to you having me take that plus 1,200 UConn ticket again. You mentioned something, had me just happen to look when I was looking around that time. I don't remember what it was, but I just wanted to look. I'm like, man, I got a great number because literally like a week and a half later, it went down to 700. It's been plus 400
Yeah.
since.
And then
So
it's been like
I got the
400
last
since.
absolute second. Yeah, it's been literally. I think it was that last week when they went like like it was their like one horrible week when they lost against Creighton. Got a
Yeah.
plus. I think I got a plus 1,200, banged it, and then yeah. Then Purdue loses 2 games. Houston loses a game or 2, and Houston and UConn's just been soaring since.
No, it is crazy. I feel like I missed out on every number I wanted for every team. I really don't have any futures, especially none alive anymore. South Carolina, rest in peace on the future tickets. Man, I forgot to
Man,
put a timestamp for UConn. I'm just gonna guess one.
gotta
Nobody watches the show
love it.
anyway. No, I'm playing. I got like 15. I got like 15 views yesterday. Shout out to everybody. I had a few people
Hey,
text me. They got some winners. So I love that y'all winning with me, baby. Next game, 2:10 start, 11 seed, New Mexico taking on the 6 seed Clemson. I will say this: Clemson is a great team. You could look at their resume. You could name 6 to 7 teams that they beat that you would be impressed by. Clemson is 2.5-point dogs as the 6th seed to the hot New Mexico team. Total set at 151.5. I'm gonna say three things about this game. I'm gonna say it quickly. I bet New Mexico State minus 1.5 as fast as I could. The whole world is on New Mexico because of what they did last week, and I think we're all wrong. However,
Oh,
F number 11 and F Clemson. Give me New Mexico. I'll ride with Jalen House. I think he's built for big moments. And Jamal Mashburn Jr. I love Jamal Mashburn Sr. So I love his son's games too. He needs to get more aggressive. I wish he would shoot more because his jumper is silky smooth. But I love this New Mexico team. I've been riding them all season. It was the first future I took in November was them to win the Mount West. I rode them during that tournament last week in the Mount West tournament. They won. So I'm gonna go out on a limb riding New Mexico with the rest of the world as one of the trendy upsets. But also, we talked about it before the show or at the start of the show. All 11 seeds won. This is the last 11 seed. You know, it ain't gonna happen. But again, Jared Gerard Jr. and whatever your name is, we coming for you, baby. Give me New Mexico minus the points.
yeah, no, that's expert analysis right there. I got nothing that can beat what you just did. I'm on New Mexico as well. I just think what the committee did to them was criminally underrated. The fact that they needed to win their title game to get in was wild. So I think the boys are going to be a little bit fired up. I think Clemson is just the team that gets caught in the bad spot. Like there's nothing against them, like you said, they're a really pretty solid team. They're in a tough spot where I think that New Mexico hopefully will be able to take advantage. And yeah, let's get all the 11 seeds winning this year. Screw it.
Let's do it. Do it. Now I got the winner of New Mexico Baylor in the next round. Pretty much making a run to the Final Four. Unless my the way. That's my Scooby Doo voice. Not my Scooby Doo voice. I don't know what that was. Cartoon voice. Anyway, we got Auburn, baby. Bruce
It
Pearl.
sounded so robotic. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
You were lagging the whole time, so it was like Scooby. It's like out of the way. It was like sounded like a guitar with a rip.
Screen their way, off screen,
Yep.
backdoor, dribble. I mean, how could they not? With all that being said, I bet Auburn 11.5 on Sunday, and I've been regretting it all week. But I'm riding with the Auburn. Bruce Pearl. Give me them boys down there in the SEC. Besides Kentucky, the SEC has actually been strong in this tournament.
Yeah. No, no, they haven't. They've lost every game, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
You said that. I'm like, yeah, they actually have. Like, wait a minute. No, they haven't.
That's how I was saying it. I was like, I don't think this is right.
No,
lost?
last time I checked, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're like 0-5 or something. This year it's the SEC's year, just to be. Yeah, I can't know exactly. I know there's a lot of SEC teams that were taking L's yesterday. South Carolina, Kentucky. I can't think of any other ones off the top of my head, but I know at one point it's somehow they all lost.
Hey, Tennessee won by 40.
Oh, they did get 1 point and 1 on the board. My fault. I quit keeping track up to about 9 o'clock at night. No, but when it comes to Yale, they got a guy with the mask. His name's Wolf. Baller big man. They also got a guy, 3-point shooter. I watched him against Brown not miss a shot probably for about 15 minutes. So I like Yale to potentially cover here. I won't lie. Am I going to take it? I don't know. I'm going to wait a little bit longer. I'm going to let the pot a little bit. I'm going to put the crock pot on maybe high. We'll see. We'll just let it cook a little bit in the brain. We'll think about it. And then probably within about an hour or so, I'll probably end up, it's March Madness, and then end up taking it anyway. I think Yale has a chance to cover here. I just think it's I don't know. I'll actually give Auburn some damn respect because they won by almost 20 against Florida. And them the only thing I don't like is them boys were front running like a MFer. Them boys were quiet when it was close, and the second they got up, all of a sudden everyone's just running up the court, just doing all their stuff. Bro. It's like, hey, I love teams that do that, but man, you can't be quiet. You gotta be loud. You gotta at least have somebody be loud the whole game. The whole team can't just say shit the second it's close, and the second y'all pull away, and now you got people just running down the court just staring at their hand.
I hate Auburn, but I love Auburn. I hate Auburn.
I feel you.
I've also had a bad betting relationship with Auburn this year. Every time I bet them, I feel like they win by 7. I got 7.5. It's always like they don't cover, and then I bet Florida in the championship game Sunday, and they just come out and turkey dog whoop my money out of my pocket.
just
celebrating on me. So I'm riding Auburn, but I hate them. And I do love Yale.
Yeah, no, I feel you. This Auburn team's been frustrating.
Usually one of my rules is Ivy League plus the points first round. They'll lose by 6, but they ain't losing by 20. They too smart.
The boys
They
got
know how to
heart.
get the angles. No, I'm playing. They
Bro,
have
speaking
basketball
of
practice
smart,
doing calculus triangle homework.
showing up late to practice because they got homework due. Now,
Nah, they be
shout
doing
out. I just want to say this real quick. We didn't say at the beginning of the show. Backdoor picks calculator in hand.
Nah, the
No, but
calculus to get the right angle of the pick. You know, they
I know
pick
you.
better
I know what you
because
mean.
yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, they get it that little 1 second degree turn that nobody thinks about because they aren't doing it.
yeah.
No, I was gonna before we move on, I was gonna shout out that number 12 last night from Samford.
Oh,
Bro,
I
I
can't
watched.
even look at the camera while you do it.
Dude, no, I'm like, no, in all seriousness, like I did let jokes fly because dude is 5'8", but he literally reminded me of Muggsy Bogues last night with some of the shit he was doing. I watched maybe a 3-minute sequence of him make a nice dribble move, make a basket over somebody. Then he steals the ball from somebody. Then he draws a charge from somebody. I'm like, holy shit, this kid's awesome. So shout out to number 12, man. I just wanted to bring him up. Literally just wanted to bring him up. That's it. Shout out to him, man. I saw him and was like, hey, some people, they'll say they're 5'8". It's like, oh, basketball career's over. Not that boy. Hell no.
Nah, he's built for it. He got their first rebound of the game, too, believe it or not. I said, ain't this a motherfucking...
Bro, I promise you.
Game.
I thought the TV just was doing him dirty. No, he's actually 5'8". But like I said, shout out to the boy, man. Hey, that boy had enough. He's balling.
Florida. We're talking about the SEC, baby, having a great day today. Give me Florida on the money line, taking on Colorado. Oh, just to correct both of us, Mississippi State also lost yesterday.
Yep, that's what we're thinking of.
Yeah. But today's the day for the SEC, baby. I got 3 SEC teams with some heavy money on them. Auburn's one of them. Florida's one of them. They're taking on Colorado. Colorado, total set at 159 and a hook. Florida, 1.5 point favorites. Money line minus 120. This is the story of the point guards. Don't know Florida's point guard's name, but he's nice. Taking on KJ Simpson from Colorado. Colorado also has that big man that was going viral last year from TCU, Biggity banging down low. It's going to be a good-ass game. I'm on Florida minus 120. I just think they have the run and gun style that Colorado wants to have, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. You're talking about that boy too small, Eddie Lampkin? I have no idea if his first name's Eddie, but you're talking about that Lampkin? Our boy Lampkin?
Sure.
Yeah. This is going to be our first one where we go head-to-head. Give me Colorado. For Eddie Lampkin. I won't lie. I just loved all the vibes that Colorado brought against that Boise State team. Now they're facing another blue and orange team. Hello. They're just going to do it again. No, I'm just kidding. We aren't just basing our bets off jersey colors. I generally do like Colorado in this game. I do like what I saw from the last game, so I'm going to ride the momentum. I'm not going to say it's similar to NC State, but I liked what I saw at NC State. Decided to take them again. I'm just going to do that here. I'm not overthink it. To enjoy my plus 100 on the money line. Loses. But saw plus 100. I'm like, hey, this isn't bad for a team that I kind of like. SEC struggling a little bit in the tournament. Florida, I don't know if their big man was a key part of their team, but the way they lost their buddy last game and then lose by 20 as well. Like I don't know where they're at mentally. That's why I'm going to be on Colorado here. Take that.
I'm gonna be
because I don't even want to talk about that. I don't even want to talk about it. It's disgusting.
I forgot all about that. Didn't even, and I watched it. I don't want to take you like this dude just died. But anyway.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, what do you mean? And then literally X shows me. It's like, oh.
Now Colorado came out with some great energy, and the thing about Colorado is their top NBA draft pick barely played against Boise State because he was playing like, dare I say, ass. So who knows? If Cody Williams brings it, that's a third. They got a 3-man monster over there, a big 3, seriously. KJ Simpson at the point, Cody Williams on the wing. Young Money, Cody Williams looks just like Lil Wayne. Like, Cody Williams looks like AI made Lil Wayne a basketball player. Like, if you typed in make Lil Wayne a basketball player, he looks like Cody Williams. And then they got the big boy Lampkin down low. I'm definitely, I don't know. I might be regretting my SEC alliance at the end of this day. Jumping over to another game I think we're going to be against each other on, head to head.
Probably.
Nebraska, Kese Tominaga, one of the most viral guys in all of the land. And when it comes to this tournament, taking on a number 9 seed, Texas A&M. Money line minus 118, favorite to Nebraska, 1.5 point favorite, total set at 146 and a hook. Where you at on this game? I'm on Texas A&M and the money line. The SEC is either gonna make me proud or make me cry.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ride with my Big Ten bias that I've rode with for a lot of this tourney. I think there's one Big Ten team I've picked against so far, maybe
Yeah.
two this whole tourney. So I'm just gonna ride the Big Ten bias. No, this is one of those things. I literally said on my show, I have no stats, no analytics, no nothing serious to back this up. Give me Keisei goddamn Tominaga. He's a senior. We've talked about our boy for so goddamn long. I gotta ride him. I don't care. Pause. I gotta ride him. Pause. It's our last probably one of the last chances ever we'll get a chance to. So it's one of those things I'm willing to go down with this ship because Nebraska's been nice to me this year, at least betting wise. So it's one of those things where I can afford definitely a loss here. Texas A&M might be the play. Honestly, you never know. You're gonna be able to tell early. If Casey goes at least 1 for 3, he has a chance to have a good day. If he goes 0 for 3, 0 for 4, that's when you're starting to be like, uh-oh. And he's going to be a big part of that team, I feel like. His energy and what he brings offensively is going to be a big part that carries him. And if you want a fun bet, I haven't looked at the odds yet. I'm going to be checking this out here in a minute. I'm going to be taking Keisei Tominaga over 2 threes with Zach Edey to have 25 and 10 and Lance Jones over 2 threes. That's going to be a fun little parlay I'm making today. Haven't fully checked the odds yet. Just want to bring it up. Keisei 2 threes, Lance Jones 2 threes, and then Edey 25 and 10. Those have been the 4 bets that have been money for me this year. So I'm going to combine them all and have a little bit of fun today. Like anytime I've made some decent money, one of those 4 legs has been in something that's helped out. So it's like, all right, let's go.
Nah, I like it, man. I like all of it. I think Kese, even if he's not hot, I think he shoots 22 shots, and I think 12 of those times are going to be threes. We said it, you said it. It's March. He's a senior. He's got to go out with a bang. His whole country's dependent on it. Even if he's losing by 20, he's going to be jacking them threes. And
By the way, his dad's 6'11". You've seen that photo, right? Insane. His dad is 6'11". Look at the photo. It's literally him. His mom's here, and then his dad's just all the way up here. So he's been. And funny story about him. I don't know if you've heard this. Then they've come out and said it recently. Apparently, they've had they had mini hoops in every room around his house growing up. So he's been growing up in basketball. His dad, professional basketball player, obviously because he's 6'11".
Yeah.
Bro, 6'11", dude. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Nah,
Casey's dad, his dad's definitely like 6'2", maybe 6'3". Hell no, bro.
His dad was 5'8". Just looking at him, but
no.
If I can taller than your dad, right?
You're supposed to be, I thought. But
my dad 5'7". I'm 6'5", so.
Oh, my dad's, I think 6'3", 6'4". I'm 6'1", so I'm with the K-State route there. Sadly, yeah. Shout out Pops, man. 6'3", 1.63, 250. Just man, a lot of man. That's a lot of man meat right there.
Hell yeah. Nah,
we can move.
Texas A&M pretty much just because I believe the opposite of everything you said. Oh yeah, no, that is hilarious.
Yeah, dude, Pops is just bro's just a giant. Pops is casually a giant.
Him like, bro, I picked the wrong woman. Nah, I'm playing. 100% jokes, genetic joke. People, I'm sure she's a lovely woman. I'm not talking about anybody's mother.
Duke. That's funny though. How big he is. He's just massive, man. It just doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem right.
The Dookie Stain, Blue Devils, minus 12.5, taking on Vermont, baby. Doesn't it just smell like a March Madness upset brewing? Smells like some biscuits in the oven, too. The total set at 132.5. Part of me wants to take this Vermont money line plus 570. I already have money on the over in this game, 132 and a hook. Both of those bets kind of contradict themselves. I think if Vermont does pull out a win, this game stays under. But I think if Duke can get out and get some buckets, Vermont will eventually fall behind. Don't know if Duke covers at all. Duke is SOFT. That's how you spell Filipowski. But I will be on the over here, 132.5. I do think Duke just kind of opens up and gets to at least 75-80, and Vermont keeps it within 15. I think the over covers. I think it's the play here. 132 is super low. I'll take that on the Duke game anytime.
Yeah, no. You said the over you're taking for the Duke game?
Yes.
Okay. I'm doing I'm tallying together a little parlay so far with your overs at the end that I'm gonna see what the odds are. By the way, I'm on Vermont. I think I'm gonna take Vermont with the points just simply to fade them hashtag Dookie stains. There's some anytime I swear every time I just look at Duke, they try to make people hate them. The whole Kyle Filipowski situation with
Yeah.
him tearing his ACL and being able to windmill dunk the next week. It was funny. I won't lie. The whole situation I just found it hilarious to me just because it's media. If there wasn't sports media, that wouldn't get nearly blown out as proportion as it was. Not all of it. So it just makes it
Yeah.
hilarious. I'm gonna just take Vermont here. I'm gonna just take them in the points. I think they have a chance to keep it close. They probably don't. If they don't, oh well. I'm gonna fade Duke every chance I get because I don't think they're going far. So it's gonna be one of those situations where it's like, man, I might lose money in round 1, but by round 3, I'm gonna be getting all that shit back. That's all I know.
Hell yeah. No, I love that way of thinking. That's how I'm thinking about this next team. Number 1 seed. Gotcha. My dog. I
Boom!
love you, man. I'm just fucking with you. Purdue, baby. Number 1 seed Purdue taking on
Oh
Grambling.
man.
Purdue minus 26.5, same number as UConn. Total here 139.5. I'm gonna be honest with you. Plus 3,000 on Grambling money line. I already threw a few sprinkles and some icing on that thing. A part of me wants to take the 26.5 plus, but I'm just gonna ride out this money line on Grambling, have fun fading Purdue, just like Duke.
Yeah. No, I can't blame you at all. I told you I'd bet Purdue minus 26.5. Am I gonna be happy with losing my money right away? I guess. I don't lie to you. I don't know why I did it. I just took it on the off chance I don't get a better number. Not gonna lie to you, just in the off chance I don't get a better because I'm gonna be watching the game. So I had to give myself a reason to watch the game. I won't lie to you. Just made that parlay. Apparently, you can't combine a player to make threes in the same game as another player. Dumbest shit ever. Like I can bet Zach Edey 20 and 10, but then I can combine it with K-State threes, but I can't combine it with anybody else on the Purdue team. Weird as shit. So if you want a small, cute little three-legger, Zach Edey 20, Zach Edey 10, 20 points, 10 rebounds, K-State Tominaga, 2 threes, plus 105. Obviously not the biggest odds ever, but Zach Edey's a walking 20 and 10 pretty much. And with how I don't think Grambling has too big a size, what I've saw, if I can remember right. So I think that I'm just gonna enjoy this a little bit of fun. If you wanna add a little bit to it, you can add Braden Smith, like 4 assists. There's definitely some other stuff you can add in there to make it a little bit better, but that's what a little three-legger I'm gonna have fun with. But my most important bet of the day, Mason 2 plus made threes, plus 102. They keep giving it to me plus money, god damn it. So I'm gonna keep taking it. I don't know what the books are doing. I truly cannot tell you. This is one of those things where I just feel like a crack fiend where it's like I keep finding free crack in the streets in the same spot. There's got to be a trap. The cops around here somewhere. There ain't no way this is a thing. I'll read you the stat real quick. Sorry, I was trying to pull it up while we were talking, and then my AirPods messed up. By the way, because yeah, you can't bet Lance Jones 2 plus 3 either. He's only 3 plus 3. I'm not gonna fully give that one up. But Mason Gillis, this is from February 22nd. His 3-point shots: 3 for 5, 2 for 5, 2 for 4, 2 for 3, 2 for 4, 2 for 5, 2 for 5. Take away a game where he goes 0 for 1, 4 for 8, 3 for 6 back to back. So if you take away the little 0 for 1, it's like 10 games in a row. The fact they keep giving it plus money, it's like it's just the books being ignorant at this point. Like I'm gonna go down with the ship. I've already made, no joke, I've made probably close to $300 in a month, like just 4 games on just betting over his 3-point shot. So I'm to the point where it's like I'm just gonna be delusional. And that the crack's on the flow, I'm gonna grab the crack, man. That's just me personally.
Hell yeah.
I'm
Hey,
like a mouse to the cheese, boy.
can't be mad at a winning bet. I'll tell you that right now.
And I seriously, this is one of those things where I just don't like I said, I don't know what the books are doing. He's hit it multiple games in a row, so I don't know if this is them overlooking him or they're just like he's only making 2, so he's due to not making 1 game. I
Right,
don't know.
right.
It feels weird to
Nah,
me.
I think he gets some opportunities here. I think Gramblin's going to be blitzing Edey at all directions, and I think he'll be able to kick it out to Gillis a
That
few
kickback,
times.
motherfucker.
Yes,
Or
sir.
kick out, I guess. Not kick back, kick out. Damn it. That's
Yeah.
my basketball talk. That's on me.
It'll be all gravy like some rice, baby. Houston, number 1 seed in the region, taking on a Longwood, the Lancers. Minus 23.5. Houston's the favorite. Total set at 127 in the hook. One of the first bets I made Sunday was Houston minus 23.5 in case this thing moved up to 30.5. Because who the hell is the Longwood Lancers? No, I'm kidding. Houston, though, I think they roll in round one convincingly. They're also coming off of a 30-point loss in their conference championship tournament. So I'm sure Calvin Sampson has given them a few speeches, if you know what I mean. Houston's
Wow.
coming out angry. Houston's coming out to prove a point. They have been the number one team all season. They will look like the number one team in the nation today. Give me Houston minus 23.5, baby. I skipped the game. We'll come back to it.
Yeah. Did we? Oh, we did. Oops. Yeah. I guess I'll ride Houston minus 23.5 as well. I won't lie to you. I was gonna wait to see if you're gonna give out a bet if I was gonna take it or not. If you're riding, I'm riding. I do like this Houston team. I just after what I saw last game, I was kind of scared of them, but I think I do agree. I mean, this is a game where they lost their Big 12 championship. They're gonna come out a little bit hungry, I'm sure. Now, second, there might be a little bit of a letdown. I feel like maybe next round if they come out 2-2 on fire this game, but I do think they come out a little bit hot after what happened. I mean, getting held to 41 and beat by 30, that's embarrassing, boy.
Hey, they talking about your manhood. No, I'm playing.
They are. Like, man, should they be a 1 seed? I'm sure there was some talk out there after.
I will say this. I got all my 1 seeds losing this round and next round. I got UConn losing to FAU. I got Houston. If Houston beats Texas A&M, I got them losing to Wisconsin. But I got them losing to Texas A&M. I got Purdue losing to Grambling. I got UNC losing to Michigan State.
God damn it, bro. I'm just so mad at you. Get out of there with that Purdue losing the first round stuff. Get out of here. I swear to God, though, if they seriously do lose the first round again, I might not be okay. I mean, I'm going to be hard because you know what? Zach Edey's gone after this year. So once he's gone, I will lay into that school. They've had the Zach Edey star of protection on them for a long time. Like, you know, Mario Kart, when you get the star and you get invisible, they've had that for a minute now. That music's starting to tail off. It's starting to get to the end of the beat. So just watch out, Purdue. Just know I'm a big fan, but I won't hesitate to chop you at the knees.
And I will say this. I really don't have them losing to Grambling. I mean, I do in my bracket, and I got money on the Grambling money line. But I don't really have them.
Well, I don't have them losing.
Yeah.
I don't have them losing. I'm just betting on them in case.
100%. I have them losing to Utah State on Sunday.
That one I could see a little bit more than the other one. Yes, that one I'm more open-minded to. They shouldn't lose in the first round. Realistically, second round maybe you can get me there. First round, I said on my show. I don't know how true it's held up so far. I said the first 2 seeds, 1 and 2 seeds, should have no issue getting to the next round 32. But after that, that's when it runs in trouble for me. Like I think I have Arizona losing. I could see Purdue losing truly.
I have everybody losing this round, bro. We gonna end up with 11 and 6 seeds and 9 seeds in the Final Four messing with me.
It's gonna be wild.
Anyway, I'm gonna jump back to this Alabama game. The last 6:30 game. Number 4 seed Alabama taking on a 13 Charleston. Alabama minus 9.5 feels a little big for me. I think Charleston has a chance here to win it outright. Total set at 173.5.
Yeah.
That tells me one thing and one thing only. Both of these teams can put up 90 if they want to.
170?
173 in the hook, baby.
Shit.
Nah, they plan on shooting the ball within 4 seconds of getting across half court. I think both of these teams are going to be lighting it up. Both of these teams like to run. I actually love Alabama. I think they're built for a tournament. I just think Charleston's one of those draws. This tournament is full of bad draws. McNeese against anybody else would have played better, I think. Gonzaga was just that one team that played just like them and was better. This is how I feel about Alabama and Charleston. Both of these teams are the exact team. Alabama just has the big names. So 9.5 still a little big for me, but we've seen how the Gonzaga McNeese State game went. Alabama's either winning by 40 or both of these teams are getting into the 90s, and we're looking at a 93-92 crazy madness finish. But I don't know. 9.5 is big, but I do like Alabama to pull out the win. I love Alabama going deep into this tournament.
We got an NBA over underline, so yeah, I'm all out in this game. I got nothing truly. The fact that we got
bet anything on this one.
Yeah, I truly got nothing. I have no lean either. Like I don't think Charleston should win. I think Alabama should win. But I couldn't tell you who's going to cover, so I'm just going to stay hands off, man. I'm not going to give you any bad information.
Yeah, I've been thinking about taking the plus 365 just for fun, just on some. We seen it happen
Yeah.
yesterday. Excuse me, we're live, baby.
Blessed.
Um,
Yeah, imagine like a James Madison, Charleston, and who was your James Madison, Charleston, Vermont parlay? Ooh,
a lot of people on
for them
that.
parlay crack addicts.
James Madison. Speaking of James Madison, they're a 12 seed taking on Wisconsin, baby. You like the Big Ten. You don't like
Yes, sir.
Wisconsin, but
I do not.
I like Wisconsin. Um,
I feel bad for you.
hey,
They aren't fun. They aren't a fun team to root for. I'll
oh
tell you
no,
what.
no, no,
I
no,
don't enjoy rooting for them at all.
no, 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 no. But I do like the green checks that come in on the apps. Wisconsin minus five and a
That is
half taking on James Madison. No, I do. I don't. It's weird because it's
yeah,
like you can't openly say I root for Wisconsin unless you're a Wisconsinite,
yeah.
because then it's just like you just like dirty white boys, huh? Ah, yeah.
Ah, dirty boys.
Yeah. Throw the
No, they ain't
elbow.
dirty. Hey, they ain't dirty. They just play hard.
Hey, whatever. That's how I play the game, baby. Nah, I'm playing. Wisconsin minus five and a half taking on James Madison. Total 145 in the hook. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought the whole world would bet James Madison, and I'd be able to get Wisconsin at like 2.5, 3.5. This line has been steady 4.5 or five and
I'm
a half
shocked.
all week. I am too, because I mean the 12-5. It's like the committee made this game for people to bet James Madison, and it's just not happening.
Felt like
Um,
it.
I haven't bet this game, but I do like me some Wisconsin, and I might have bet them. I'm about to look at my bet slip while you talk. I lean Wisconsin here, even minus the 5.5. James Madison has won 30 games. I do respect James Madison, but I think that number 4 win over Michigan State was highly overrated because Michigan State should have been number 44 instead of 4 at the time.
And that was really early on in the season. Yeah, I'm
First
not gonna
game.
lie to you. What'd you say, sorry?
First game, my bad.
Oh yeah, that was first game. Holy shit. I still remember that game like it was
Opening
yesterday.
day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Time. No, James, I'm on James Madison here 100%. It's simply just for me, it's a simple fate of Wisconsin. If we get the Wisconsin team in this tournament that I expect we get, they're gonna be up about 8 to 10 at some point. Feeling really good about themselves. Basketball game's going great. Chucky Hepburn's probably doing good. AJ Storr. By the way, AJ Storr, if you can bet, before I get onto my tangent about Wisconsin, 2+ AJ Storr 2+3 is minus 102. I actually really like that as well. He's even the best part about it too is he's going to take at least 2 to 3 dumbass threes from super. You get a guaranteed like 3 chances that he's going to take a dumbass shot, pull up 3 that he shouldn't take. So you get an extra 3 chances on top of what he already does. I think AJ Storr. I don't know what he has done when it comes to like games in a row hitting threes, but I've watched him take enough threes to know that only 2 is pretty good for minus 102. Back to what I was going to say, like you got kids like AJ Storr and all that, and then all of a sudden you look up, it's like, wait, Wisconsin was just up 8. Now it's a 3-point game. Wisconsin's down 10. What the hell just happened? This team has literally been the definition of a roller coaster ride. 1 minute you're all the way at the top enjoying it. Next minute it's just an absolute free fall. The bottom falls out in offense. I'm taking the points. I don't trust Wisconsin to cover anything anymore. This Wisconsin team has been the bane of my existence this whole damn season. I lost like 5 games. When they went in that 2-for-9 stretch, I lost like 7 games in a row. And then they whooped my ass that whole Big Ten tournament. I'm coming for goddamn blood at this point. I'm over this Wisconsin team. I know I got red on, but fuck those red guys for real. And I don't truly mean that. I have no real beef with Wisconsin. I'm just so sick of this team, man. Give me James Madison.
Hey, they knocked your team out the
God
Big
damn
Ten
it.
tournament. I understand, man.
I don't even care about that. No, it's not even about that. I don't even care about that. Purdue knocked themselves out of the Big Ten tournament. It's this goddamn team that can't. God damn, bro. Just cover a 3.5, lose by 2. Pick them to win by 2.5. They win by 2. I mean, this Wisconsin team. I mean, oh man, Tyler. I mean, I'm not gonna call the kid out. I'm watching these kids close out deep. This kid just elbowing people who aren't. Kids trying to help them up. He's elbowing them on his way up. It's like, you dirty bastard.
Yeah.
Nah, I actually have no issue with how dirty they play, though. I mean, you gotta love the teammates like that. I hate when you play against them, but
Right.
I just hate this Wisconsin team, man. They've been banned to my existence this year. I just can't wait. I can't wait to fade them. I'm gonna fade them every round. They the Duke for me. They the Red Duke for me.
Nah, they're the team, man. I hate to love them, but every March I ride them hard, baby. Yeah, let's get to that Final Four, Wisconsin.
Hey, yo,
Nah,
we gotta.
it is my era of betting. I've had some good days with Wisconsin, man, in the March Madness
Yeah.
tournament. But Utah State, I mean, last decade they've been a powerhouse when it comes to March. Not really, but they have had some good runs. Utah State plus 3.5. They're taking on 9 seed TCU. The Horned Frogs, total set at 150 in the hook. I'm all over Utah State here. I took them plus 3.5 on Sunday night. I'm glad it moved back to 3.5 because I saw 4.5 all day yesterday, and I was like, rascals. Where you at on Utah State? I think this is one of the Mount West teams that gets through and make it
Yes.
do what it do.
They, if I'm not mistaken, Utah State won their conference, right? And they got an 8 seed.
Won the
Yeah,
regular
give me
season conference. Started off 18-1.
Give me Utah State. Got plus 3.5, plus 100 on one of the books I'm using. Placing it in as we talk. I do like Utah State to cover here. I'm shocked that it's 3. This game opened up at 1, if I'm not mistaken, and then instantly was at 3, and now it's been fighting 3. It did open up at 3. I thought I saw
3.5.
Oh, I could be wrong then. I thought I eventually saw 1 in this game. I could be wrong. Maybe dropped to 2 then. Maybe it was a 2 instead of a 1. But I thought I saw this game drop at 1 point because you talked about it, obviously dropping.
Yeah.
But yeah, 3 points. It's like 3 points feels like a good number too because they can even lose, but I think they're going to keep it close regardless. TCU has struggled this year. They've been. You want to talk about?
Made this tournament? If we
That's right. I was about to say. You thought I was talking about Wisconsin being inconsistent. Holy hell, TCU has been a ride. I tell you what.
I know. Somehow they snuck under the. Everybody just hated Michigan State and Florida Atlantic, and nobody said a word about TCU.
Right.
But I don't even know how TCU made this tournament. I took Utah State plus 3.5 because they didn't have the money lines up when I took it, and I didn't want to miss out on that number. But I'm probably gonna jump on this plus 146 as well on the money line for Utah State. You start off the season 18-1, and you win the Mount West regular season. You can win some ball games. I don't think TCU has a team that can compete with them.
Yeah, and I have nothing to disagree with you there. I think I agree. Yeah, I mean 3.5 too. You're getting points. Can't hate it at all. Getting points with a good team. That's usually not anything to complain about.
A good game to fall asleep to, baby. 9:05 Central Time tip. St. Mary's taking on the Grand Canyon University. 2 teams. I would bet you $1. 98% of people that watch March Madness has not seen play a game this year. St. Mary's minus 5.5. I'm gonna be honest. I barely seen these 2 teams play a game.
I'm sitting here like, have I seen a game of these 2? I'm trying to figure it out.
I think I watched 2 St. Mary's games and 3 Grand Canyon games. The only reason I watch Grand Canyon is because I go there.
Shout out.
And they shout out Phoenix, baby. 35th Ave and Thomas. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Phoenix, baby. Getting some love. Give me Grand Canyon.
I did not.
Plus the 500 points, 5.5, and give me Grand Canyon on the money line simply for 35th Avenue and Thomas, baby. Simply because.
I wish. Oh my god. Sorry, I wish you could. I don't know if you can hear it on their end or if you only heard it on my end, but there was like a little bit. You know how your PC's been or not whatever it has been lagging a little bit lately with like some of the slow feeds.
Yeah.
So it was taking a minute to catch up for mine, and then you just spat on this like, give me St. Mary's minus 5.5. You like just put 8 words into one. So like, wait, what the hell?
Hey man, the show telling us to wrap it up.
Oh man, that was
awesome. Telling us to wrap it up.
It's like I can't hold on much longer.
Yeah. I'm on Grand Canyon, baby. I think St. Mary's is a great team. Shout out to St. Mary's. I just think Grand Canyon, I think they can get running in this game. I think they got 3 or 4 players that can make big plays as well as hit a plethora of threes. I think they're just the type of team that can make some noise in the tournament. I'm going to take Grand Canyon, baby. 35th Ave and Thomas, plus 176 on the money line. Where you at? St. Mary's has great guards, great defense.
Wait, was that the right side? That was the wrong side. Feels like a heart pick over there. Give me St. Mary's. No,
yeah.
I got nothing. I got St. Mary's beating Alabama next round in my bracket, so I'm just gonna watch this game. I got nothing this game. I'm just gonna enjoy watching, and just because I truly got nothing on either of these teams. 5.5 feels like too weird of a number for me to be like, I don't want to take that side. I don't want to take St. Mary's with 5.5. I also want to get Grand Canyon at a slightly better number because they go down like 6-0 right away. You can probably get close to 8-10. So it might be something I try to play for theirs. Maybe try to get a slightly better number.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be on the money line, baby. You got to ride your school pride, right?
Yeah. I mean, I took Purdue minus 26.5, so. Yeah. Goofy ass number, man. I've been losing money on their big spreads all year. I might as well ride it one more game.
Might as well make one more
God damn.
donation.
Basically. I ain't gonna be playing much more longer. I gotta donate while I can.
Hey,
Yeah,
nah.
starting next year, man. You ain't gonna see
Hey,
numbers
nah.
like this next year.
Nah, it's gonna be crazy. Can you believe Gonzaga's a 4.5-point favorite over Kansas Saturday?
No, four feel. I feel like the only reason it's 4 is because Samford backdoored a little bit yesterday, made it closer. If we're being honest, I feel like why.
I can't believe Michigan State's, bro. They're getting too much respect. Give me the plus 300 on the money line, not the plus 130.
Yeah, 3.5. I thought that game would be about like 5. I thought that might be like 5.5 ish right there. I thought that would be what NC State Oakland was. I honestly that's what I thought it was. But obviously the books have a lot of respect for them Izzo boys.
They winning it all, baby. Anything you want to add? Anything you want to talk about? Parlay, favorite dog, favorite bet of the day, favorite game to watch.
I told you, can anybody, I'm just kidding. Favorite bet of the day is Mason Gillis plus 2.5 threes. The crackhead bet, favorite bet of the day. Mason Gillis over 2 plus threes. Feel free to hit me up if it doesn't hit, because I can just send you all my winning slips. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to be an asshole. That is my favorite bet of the day, though. I do really like Mason Gillis over 2 threes. That's my favorite bet in the Purdue game. And then those overs you gave out, over 42.5 for Northwestern Florida Atlantic, over 45.5 Stetson UConn, over 132.5 Vermont Duke, plus 567 3-legger for any of those who are interested in just writing them all together.
Hey, nah, you might have just gave me an idea.
I mean, I'm not gonna. I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't planning on parlaying these the whole show and just seeing how many you had to debate.
Yeah, I think
feels like I just need one more leg.
I know, man. Wisconsin money line, baby. Nah, I'm playing.
Set it up nice. Vermont money line.
Hey, that would light that thing up for real. Now I had a lot of totals yesterday. Today that's all. That's the only 3 totals I like.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I like the numbers too, honestly. Like if I wasn't to take, like if I was just to look at the board and like just pick up random numbers, I would say I'd probably like a few of these numbers just based off what I've seen from the teams and everything. Like
Yeah,
Purdue Grambling 139 just feels weird.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good. But that Northwestern one, I was about to say 42.5. That feels kind of good because you're like, oh, I know that Florida Atlantic's going to get about 80. So it's just, can I get 60 out of Northwestern? Like stuff like that. That's why I'm like, I can actually see that happening maybe.
Yeah. I mean, even Grambling probably puts up 35 points. But yeah.
Purdue puts up 34. Lose 35, 34. Bro, if that actually happened, oh my God.
Bro, you know what scares me? I hate to say it.
I'd probably not watch the rest of March Madness.
It's not nothing against Purdue. They just have terrible perimeter defense, bro. And Grambling just got 100 guards that could make something shake. I mean, we watch this every year.
That's why I'm sitting there. I forget who they were playing. I was watching. Yeah, I was about to, whoever Grambling was playing, I was going to say, I was watching them win. Like, man, I'd almost want to play them.
Yeah.
No, it's no, I get it. Trust me. It's one of those things where it's like, man, hard to trust them. It really is. And then you look at their history. You know, the kids are thinking about that history too. That's just I think that's one of the funniest things in sports. I mentioned on my show slightly too. It's like, you literally take away all the baggage and everything, the history that Purdue has. People would actually be talking about the shit you're talking about, where it's like, oh, their perimeter defense is probably going to get them killed. But no, everyone overlooks that. It's like, Purdue's just going to choke like they always do. They don't even have any signs.
They don't know how. They just know it's going to happen.
Right? When now, like most years, there is a method. There's like a real method of madness. The perimeter defense could get them got. Like I hate to say it, they got a Fletcher Warriors like 6'1", 125, soaking wet. Boys hitting the floor all the time, playing hard. Don't get me wrong, playing hard. The boy ends up on the floor so many damn times because people just running that dude over.
The problem
can't get no foul calls.
And I don't know why Matt Painter hasn't realized this in his 37 years of coaching.
It's Matt Painter.
I don't know why. But every damn time down the court, they set a pick, they switch. And you end up with Zach Edey guarding a point guard.
Don't even get me started.
I don't know why they keep switching. I'm telling my guard, bro, I don't care what you have to do. Get your ass back and tell Edey to get his ass back in the paint.
And I would just wish one possession. Like, I just feel like Purdue needs to be a little mean sometimes. Like, hey, first screen of the game, just run through the dude. And then I bet they'll be, even if you're like small, like Braden Smith, Fletcher Loyal, like if I'm them, first possession, like one of the first possessions of the game, I'm just like, obviously you can't dip your shoulder too much or you'll get a flagrant 2 because God forbid you hit anybody in basketball. But I would at least like dip the shoulder a little bit, give a little contact, let them know like you might give up an open 3 first one, but let them know like, hey, I'm getting through this goddamn screen. And I think that's the biggest thing is they're so hesitant to chop their feet at the. It's like they're doing what they do in football. In football, you're taught to chop your feet, break down, make the tackle. Nah, run through the hoe. In basketball, you don't need to break down and tackle him. He ain't in the open field. You ain't trying to hip drop tackle him. I just wish they would just run through the screens more. Because yeah, exactly. They just switch way too much. It puts Edie in a terrible spot. Because Edie's in between. Do I keep playing my drop defense or do I step up? And then he's in that weird spot where then by the time he actually does contest, they have just enough space. It just puts him in a horrible spot.
It does. Every time. 60% of the time it puts him in a horrible spot.
And it's only because he's 7'4". If he was like 6'11", a little bit shorter, he would probably be able to get that extra half quick step that he needs to get there. You trust me, I know exactly what you're saying, man. Yeah, they're very concerning. I hope, and then I will give Painter credit though. He actually started playing more people in the Big Ten tournament. I don't know if you noticed that Coleman kid's a young guy. Usually he doesn't play young guys, so that gives me some hope that he might switch on defense. I doubt it, but we'll see. But he actually played young guys, which he doesn't do. So that shows he's open to change. Only took him a few years, but
we'll see what
might just do it.
They need to take notes from Wisconsin and the Duquesne Duke boys. Duquesne's came with some energy against BYU. And I don't know.
NC State boys.
Picks, pull a Wisconsin move, little nut check real quick, something.
Bop, a little bop, just a little hand flick. Yeah, you don't got to make it obvious while you're setting the screen. Just flick your hand while they're running through it real quick.
Man, we used to untuck people's jerseys, pull their shorts down, talk about their mama. That's your mama in the stands? God damn.
Hey, the Panson people I won't lie. The Panson people and untying shoes. That was my thing at the free throw line. I love doing that just to be funny. Obviously, I only played to like middle school though, so I could get away with it a little bit easier. It'd always be fun. You're sitting there and you just go bop. Damn, I didn't even do it to be dirty at the time. I was just doing it to make fun, be funny. I'm like, oh, they're gonna be so pissed at this. But then, yeah, sure enough, you're like, oh, I guess you could be considered dirty. I'll admit, real quick before we go, I have one thing I want to talk about. Dream matchup. If I get a dream matchup in the tournament, DJ Burns versus Zach Edey. Because Zach Edey's this way, DJ Burns is this way. I gotta see it. It's the Eiffel Tower versus.
It'll have to be the Final Four. And we know Purdue.
I think
to the Final Four.
I know. No, I do. It just sucked that we don't gonna get that matchup because I think that would be. You want to talk about post technicians? Like I feel like Zach Edey is one of the few guys that he might not be able to. DJ Burns won't be able to just back down completely. But it'd be so much fun. Shout out DJ Burns again, man. That dude a dog.
Nah, that boy is. I absolutely love him and his story. I would like to see him play against Colorado's big man Lampkin too. That'd be cool.
Those two. Oh man, with how hot those two can get. Oh my God.
There's gonna be some furniture moving in that mug. Nah.
Furniture moving. The whole house gonna be rumbling. Mom's gonna be smacking the ceiling like, quit jumping up there. Quit jumping on the bed. You're gonna be downstairs trying to play on the Xbox, and all of a sudden you feel the painting just go boom, boom, boom.
Freight train coming.
Man, dude. That's probably about 350 pounds of man down low. Holy hell. Talk about a wet dream. You heard me. I'm talking about basketball, man. Don't make it weird.
Yeah. No, I get you. Just heard a whole lot of man and wet dream in the same sentence.
Yeah. Now that's college basketball, damn it.
Hey, no.
Whole lot of beef down low. Woo.
Hey, 3 hours away, baby, from this thing tipping off.
Let's go, baby.
I will be live with you, Florida Atlantic Northwestern. First game again to get things started off right. My man, JCP, thank you for your time. Had a blast with you, man. Let's get this dang madness rocking and rolling.
Let's make some money, man. It's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be a fun one, man. It's that time of year. Playoff time, baby.
Yes, sir. Captain by a hook, baby. Please take all these wagers at your own risk, and please gamble responsibly.